Okay. Hi, this is Diane Devani, broker owner of Pacific Ridge Realty.
And this is John Cohen, president of Qualified Financial Inc., a local mortgage broker.
And this is the Weekly Five. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. How are you, Diane?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I missed you at the open house last weekend. And
Yes, you were off in Florida having a great trip. So, well, it was a work trip
it was a good trip. But I'm back.
mixed in with some fun.
Yep. And I'm going to be working the open house with you tomorrow. So that's
Yes,
for another podcast. I'll let you plug your open house on that. But
yes.
um, so today, I'm just going to make it brief. I'm not going to take 5 minutes of everybody's time, but the open houses that we have been working and the ones that I've been walking into and having conversations with other realtors and buyers that are walking in the doors, the one thing I'm noticing is a lot of these buyers are not being, or they're either not represented and they don't know what they qualify for. They have no idea what the payments look like. They have no idea what the loan programs that are available to them. And all these things are very scary because it's either scary because you're about to thinking about putting an offer in on something you don't know what you qualify for. So today I just want to go over the topic will be the importance of getting pre-approved before you shop. Okay. So I just put a couple bullet points down. I'm just going to cover those and make it brief. So um, one thing is when you get pre-approved, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting a realistic budget so that you know exactly what you can afford before you start actually browsing homes. And you avoid falling for homes outside your price range. So it makes no sense to be looking at these and getting super happy and anxious to buy them and you don't qualify for the payment. So, and we saw a ton of that. How many couples and families that we see walk in? We had these conversations. I went over some payment scenarios and they're just way outside their price range. It made no
Right.
sense. So that's one. Number two, when you get pre-approved and pre-qualified, all the documents, all your income documents been reviewed. We know exactly what purchase price that you're approved for, what type of program, and what the payment is. We now can issue you what's called a pre-qualification or pre-approval letter that's actually been vetted by a mortgage professional. We know 100% certain that that loan is actually going to be able to close. And so we'll issue you a letter. You give that to the agent. The agent's going to submit the offer along with a pre-qualification letter, and then they're going to get a call from their, hopefully me, their lender, letting the buyer's agent know how well qualified this particular client is. It's extremely important because the last thing you want to do is put an offer in, and then you get the offer accepted, the loan gets submitted to underwriting, find out the debt to income ratio, which is the monthly debts divided by the income is out of whack, or there's some things on the credit that are outstanding that need to be cleaned up first. And now you've put your earnest money deposit on the line. And the
Mhm.
earnest money is money that you're putting down to hold that home that you could potentially lose. So the other one is obviously is going to strengthen your offer when you have a pre-qualification letter and a lender calling on your behalf to let the buyer's agent and the buyers know how well qualified you are. Um, Another thing, it's going to save you a bunch of time and reduce a lot of stress, so you don't waste time looking at homes that you can't buy. It's going to narrow the search criteria, and it'll bring clarity to the options that you actually have available. So you know exactly what you're going to be looking at. No sense of getting in a car, going out, driving around from one open house to another over the weekends and getting interested in properties that you don't know what you qualify for. And you could save a ton of time, especially when you know what it is and you're with a real estate professional that's actually searching for that particular property or something that you qualify for. Save a lot of time and stress. And two more things. One of them is this is going to reveal any red flag, getting pre-approved up front, which there could be red flags on your credit, your income, some debt issues. These can be addressed before you're under contract. There might be ways that we can improve the credit, or you need to clean some things up before you're out there shopping. And this is going to be revealing once we look at the credit to in the process of getting you pre-approved. Okay. And lastly, it's going to give you a payment snapshot, kind of what we were talking about at first, so that it's going to help you understand what your monthly payments are, the down payment requirements for each loan program that's available to you, and the cash that you're going to need to actually bring the closing, which is going to be your down payment and any potential closing costs. So that is my weekly five for now. So I wanted to keep it simple. Again, it's the importance of getting pre-approved before you shop. So if anybody out there is interested in looking at something, you want to know what it is that you qualify for, please reach out to me. It's going to take us maybe 25, 30 minutes, start to finish, to know exactly what it is that you
Yeah,
qualify for.
right,
And Diane will put all my
right.
information below.
Yeah, and I also wanted to say that it's important if you haven't had it done in a year. I just had a buyer that said, "Oh, we did it a year ago and we know what we can afford." It changes all the time. So if it's not something that you've done recently, talk to John and just, double check and triple check the numbers, and rates obviously change all the time, and so, everything else does too. So
Yep.
it's
So
good
it's
to,
rates change, your FICO scores change, your the money that you have, your down payment, your assets. So there's a lot of variables that change in different program guidelines. So definitely you want to refresh before you get out there and start shopping. And I'm here to help in any way that I can. So that being said, goodbye for now. And until next week, take care. Bye.